I've just finished delivering the most powerful 3-day training, and the feedback was so good. So I thought I would come and turn to some Facebook Lives to share this with the rest of you in short, digestible, bite-sized pieces. So over the next few days, you can expect to see some of these lives. If you want to be tagged in future ones, comment, let me know. I'll make sure you have access to it. Uh, but I want to make this digestible and easy and supportive for you. So today we're going to talk about is how you can use a quiz to attract paying clients. And I am just completely obsessed with quizzes right now. If you've been following me on social media, you've probably seen I'm obsessed with them. And I want to explain why. Quizzes are one of the most powerful ways to attract paying clients, to connect with clients in such a way where they're going to open up their energy to be in your world. First of all, quizzes are fun. They are playful. They are curious. And, one of the things that a quiz can do is it really creates this like information gap that we want to fill. So whatever your challenges are that your clients might be facing, you can categorize them into certain types of categories. I'm going to go into this more tomorrow on the types of quizzes you might use, but we all want to understand more about who we are and what our challenges are and what's happening in our world. And so if you can design a quiz to answer some of those questions for your clients, they are going to be so grateful and so excited and so happy to get the answers. I know for me, I created a quiz back in June, and it was all about understanding your healing currency money archetype. And it was so much fun and so playful. And it created some of the most fun engagement I'd had with my clients in such a long time, because people would fill out the quiz and they would message me and they would say, oh my gosh, this is what I got. And it's so me. And you totally nailed it. You totally understand me. And that's such a beautiful feeling. But it's also a powerful feeling to help you continue to support your clients, right? So number one, they work because they are fun, playful, and they open up this information gap that people want to find the answers to, right? Number two, it creates a lot of trust, because if I fill out this quiz and then in reviewing, well, first of all, the questions, I'm like, wow, you understand some of the stuff I'm dealing with, some of the things I'm facing, just in the way you've worded the questions. I feel seen, heard, and understood. But then I get the assessment back or the results back. And in there, you speak very clearly to some of the things that I'm dealing with. And I'm like, wow, like you get it. Right? You get it. And so I'm going to read that. I'm going to be eager to engage in it. If there's prompts or questions or things like that, I'm going to eat it up because it feels like it is very specific to me. And from your end, as the person, doing the marketing, it's like, these are issues that your client has literally raised their hand and said, this is my problem. This is my challenge. This is my desire. This is what I'm facing. Right? So it's so powerful to engage with them in this way. The third part is the segmentation piece. And this cannot be, discounted. The segmentation piece is so fascinating because here's the thing. So many of the people I work with, you guys have incredible gifts, and your gifts can be used to help lots of different people in lots of different ways. But by being unclear on what the specifics are, it makes it really hard for your people to say yes to you. And so when you get the quiz, you don't have to stop talking about the other things. But when a certain client enters your ecosystem, getting a specific result on their quiz, with that client, you focus on what they've told you. So, for example, one of my clients, we've developed a barriers to love quiz. And so there could be lots of different reasons why people are struggling to find love, right? Lots. However, when her client finishes the quiz, she knows very specifically for them what their barriers to love are. So from there, you can continue to send them supportive emails, questions, conversations, practices, and tools that speak to the issues they told you they had. And from there, use that to position a way that you can actually support them and help them in a way that's going to create lasting, significant transformational change and really make a difference to these people, right? That to me is one of the most powerful things about a quiz. When you develop your quiz, you need to do it in such a way that the strategy makes sense, right? Do what you want. But if you put a quiz out there and you haven't clearly understood where it moves people and how it moves people through your business model, you may or may not get the conversions you're hoping for, right? You want it to be such that people take the quiz and they're like, oh my gosh, this person can help me. And then they sign up for your next paid offer. So your quiz also needs to be a tool to position your next paid offer. And for most people, when they develop a quiz, you want to position something that's an easy yes, something that's low cost, something that's not a huge effort to invest in for your client. It's a no-brainer. It's like, oh yeah, I need this thing. I want this thing. I don't have to think twice. I'm just going to buy it. Okay. That's kind of what you want the strategy to be. And then knowing that, again, they've moved even deeper into your ecosystem, from there, you can start to nurture them for what might be a more profitable long-term offer, like private coaching, group coaching, working with you on an ongoing basis, some kind of package, some kind of event where it's more deeply transformational for them. It's more leveraged, and it's actually what's going to create sustainable profit for you. So, lots of people might come to me to try to understand how to use a quiz in their business. Some of them come to me and they already have their step 3 sorted out. They already have their high-end profitable offer sorted out. But the question they might have is, how do I keep my pipeline full so that when clients complete in this stage 3, I've got a wait list of people who are ready to buy? Or maybe I'm doing lots of podcasts and speaking engagements and I don't know how to take those people who are prime leads, warm leads, and bring them into my world because I don't actually have room to bring them on as a client yet, right? For these people, the quiz is a beautiful way to bring them into their email system and potentially offer them a low cost, very, easy to do type offer where they can get some wins under their belt, build that relationship with you so that the next time you open your doors to your higher end offers, you've got a pipeline of people waiting to say yes. Other people might come to me and they're like, well, I feel pretty busy. I feel like I'm doing a lot of work, but I'm not profitable and I don't understand why I'm not making the money I want. They probably have stage 2 dialed, but they don't have stage 3 yet. And again, the type of quiz you're using, you really want to think about the quiz as stage 1, and there needs to be a stage 2 and a stage 3 in your business model. So I call this the 3-stage business model. If you want to know more about that, I will be talking about it in the next couple of days. And I also just published a YouTube on it as well. Or DM me. Send me a little note and be like, Megan, here's my niche. This is what I do have in place. This is what I'm missing. Or if you don't even know, maybe you don't know what that looks like in your business yet, send me a note. Tell me what you want to support people with, what your niche is, and let me help you map out what that stage 1, 2, and 3 can be. Because a quiz is such a powerful way to open the door to those clients who are energetically aligned to work with you, who would really benefit from your gifts, and they just need to get to know you and to build some trust. And, a lot of people will talk about this in business, like know, like, and trust and building trust. Yeah, like we need our clients to learn to trust us 100%. But on a deeper level, what I actually want you to also consider is that your clients need to learn to trust themselves. And they need to learn to see that your systems, your modalities, your method of supporting or teaching is actually going to work for them. Because raise your hand if this is you, but most of the time when someone enters your business, your world, your ecosystem, they've already tried 5 times with other systems, modalities, with books, with whatever, and they think they've failed, right? They've already tried a half a dozen times and it's been hard or it's struggled or it hasn't worked. And if that happens to your clients and they come to you and they're like, I've tried all these things and nothing works for me, It's going to be critical for you to use your quiz funnel to help them learn to trust themselves again, because their trust is broken with themselves, right? And that is one of the most heartbreaking places to be when you're a human, is to not trust yourself and to have broken your own heart and to have let yourself down. And so for us as service providers, as people who are here to make a difference in the lives of others, our marketing practices and tools can be helpful in helping people reestablish trust with themselves so that they can see, you know what, that practice, that modality, that system, it could work for me, right? It could work for me. So yes, it's about them building trust in you, but it's also about you holding space for them to build trust in themselves. Okay, so I covered a bunch of different pieces today, and the whole point of this live was to really just talk to you about how quizzes are the best ways to bring in paying clients, because the client is opening up their energy to you. They are raising their hand and telling you exactly what's going on in their world, which becomes a marketing goldmine for you, by the way, for content, for free content, for upcoming workshops, for masterclasses, if you know how to mine the data for what your clients have told you, right? It's a way to create engagement because people feel seen, heard, and understood, and they want to talk to you about that. They're like, they want to feel like they know you get them, and now they want to be able to share that with you of like, oh my gosh, I found out I was this, and that made me feel like X, Y, and Z, right? And all the stories that come of it. And then finally, it's for that segmentation of your email list where you're not going to talk about everything to everybody. You're going to focus on the specific issues your clients have told you that they're facing. And when you focus in like that, your email list will convert and engage so much better because you're talking about the things that are top of mind to them, right? And you're not going to waste their time. So I did a quiz a few months back that was so much fun. I mentioned it earlier, the Healing Currency Money Archetype quiz. And it was such a powerful moment for me because I was divinely guided to create this quiz. I threw the whole thing together in a matter of days. And very quickly, I think it was in about a week and a half, I had something around 180 people complete the quiz. And of those 180 people, 24 of them became paying customers. And I can't remember exactly, but the conversion rate worked out to be something around 17%, which is completely off the charts and unheard of with most conversion rates from a, opt-in into a paid offer. So I want to help you create the same. I have the Abundant Business Mentorship starting up next week in the beginning of October, where I can support you to activate all the pieces we talked about today. And I also can do the same with you in a private coaching call. So a couple things. Number one, if you're interested, reach out, let me know, let's chat, right? Number two, pop your niche below and let me know, and I'll brainstorm some quiz ideas with you. Number three, if you know someone who would benefit from understanding this type of marketing, tag them here or reshare this video out to them, because we need all the support we can get these days. And I want people to have access to this information as they grow their businesses, because I know if you're listening to this, you're here to make a difference. And I want to help you to do that. I want you to be able to leverage your work to support people in bigger ways and receive that support back yourself in terms of a thriving and successful business. Okay, I'm going to come back tomorrow and I'm going to talk about what kinds of quizzes you can create. So I hope to see you tomorrow. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.